Let's talk about the piece itself, the painting.
You know, when you do these things, I've always asked. I asked Sting to help me. They wouldn't do it. I asked David Suzuki to tell me what you want. They wouldn't do it. With Dan Aykroyd, all of a sudden you got Aykroyd coming in to see something that he would not be involved with. The company Roots, we were at their 20th anniversary. That was the very first time I ever met Danny. You know, and I'm sitting there just mere feet away from the guy. And I thought, there's Elwood. You know, he commanded the stage.
Yeah.
It was cool. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is where the painting, you know, the sky was gorgeous out that night. There were stars. And that all wrapped into what the pure blues turned out to be. You know, that beautiful starry sky. So the blues are pure blues that I use, the purest I could possibly use. These guys are on stage, but the stage goes on forever. And that was my projection of the Blues Brothers being the world is their stage. I was watching Danny. He played about 3 or 4 Blues Brothers tunes, but Jake's not there. And I thought, you know what, he's not there, but he's got to be on stage. So in the painting, knowing that I was going to do that, I actually thought, how do I put Jake on stage and not have him really there? And it's just simple. Get rid of his reflection. And I've watched people come up and chuckle, and I've watched a lot of them come up and tear up. We had one, and he was a blues player, and he walked up and he went, ha, and then started to break down and cry. And I actually had to go outside and see what was going wrong. He says, I can't handle it. He said, that's my buddy there. He said, you just put him in front of me. And a lot of people ask me about the shooting star. I mean, this is how long we live. You know, like you're just a blink in the history of the world. And here's a painting that shows that right in front of you. How long did John Belushi last here? Actually, the very first thing that came out of Dan Aykroyd's mouth was the best piece of Blues Brothers art ever done. You know, somebody can buy something that's signed by the original Elwood Blues, right? And he loves it himself. You got something to put on your wall. It's really, really special.